All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is our 5th part in our series on Noita 1.0, which will be releasing tomorrow, October 15th. And we found some rough wands so far. The wand that we are currently using, it's got a high cast delay and a high recharge time, but we're making it work because it has a freeze charge on it. And that really isn't even our primary wand at this point. I feel like it's this wand here. And you can see what this wand is doing. It's shuffling the mana, the actual Luminous Drill spell, and the faster recharge. You can see I run out of mana occasionally on it, but it still fires pretty good. I could put the water on it, but we'd need another mana spell to make that work. Unfortunately, this does not enough mana. This only adds 30 mana to the wand. And this takes 30 mana. This one takes 12, and the water's free, but unfortunately, we can't make this work. Now, if we were to get a normal Luminous Drill, this could potentially work. So we'll have to see, or another mana. Another mana will make this work as well. Although it will add cast delay to it. This removes a lot of cast delay. So I feel like we should be okay. The main part we're having to deal with is the recharge. We got the recharge down to 0.17 on it, so it fires 6 times a second, which is nice. And this removes that recharge. That's what makes it be continuous. So another mana would allow us to have a continuous casting social distancing wand, which is a devastating wand pretty much at any stage of the game. So with that said, I think we just go ahead and continue on. We have Tinker with Wands everywhere. We have Invisibility, which allows us to get Trick Blood money with our tablet. And also, I did not realize that the tablet... I did not notice that before. The text on the tablet changes. Like you understand the words once you tablet over it, or mouse over it. That's kind of cool. Neat stuff. But our Trick Blood money is double, so 4x gold off a kill for Trick Blood, which is nice. We have 215 HP going to the next zone, and we're ready to go. The next zone is the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. The air feels extremely humid. No idea what that means. Hopefully it doesn't mean we get wrecked immediately. Oh. He didn't die in one shot. Good to know that doesn't kill enemies anymore. What was that? That was a noise I'm not familiar with. Alright. So one-shot kills are no longer... one-shot kicks are no longer a thing with this wand. Somehow I got a trick read kill out of that. I think what it was is the other frozen wasp was under him, and I kicked that first. Oh, this guy's going to try to... oh, it makes the shots go slower. That's interesting. That's what the thick air does. Watch him try to shoot me. He's not going to come anywhere near me. My shots will have the same problem. This is going to make me really glad that I... oh, this guy's dumb. This is going to make me really glad I put a speed up on my... on my primary wand here. I would love to get that gold. Ooh, you hit me. This jerk. No way. Here, let me hit you with this. Got him. Doesn't matter if you read a book. Yeah, very nice. Oh, that's interesting. That's a new thing. That is not what he used to do. So those plants do something different now. This guy can try to throw explosives at me. I am going to freeze him and make him read a book. Oh, 677 damage in his face. But he's going to try to find a way through and pretty much fail. if I can toss a look at this guy. Nope, didn't work. Are those two going to play nicely, or are they going to be angry with each other? Use our social distancing wand here. I think it will be faster for damage, although he is going to try to fire all that at me. Ooh, those things drop gold now. Those guys did not drop gold in early access. They were just kind of there and annoying. But now they definitely drop gold. We have a wand here, but we also have some Buzzy Boys. So we're going to do something a little different with him. Another Buzzy Boy over here. On him tablets, so just need to kill him. And you can see we're already making a lot of gold. This is the largest wand we've found yet. And we are going to want to play with it because it is going to be our new storage wand. Remember, I was talking about storage wands when you have Tinker with wands anywhere. I don't think we can carry TNT anymore. We don't really need explosives at this point. This can be good a little later on, so we're going to hold on to that. I want to make sure this isn't an always cast. It is not, so we're going to put all of our modifiers on there. We do need to keep in mind that things can sneak upon us while we're editing wands. So it's always good to keep your head on a swivel while you're editing. So let's go ahead and put that back in that position, and we'll take this as our number 2 wand, and we'll move on. So this effectively added to our inventory, because we are running edit wands everywhere. This guy, I'm not really sure what I want to do with. I think I'm just going to kill him. He's got low HP, but he can freeze you. And as you can tell, freezing is a bad meme in this game. It gets you hurt. Pick up his gold, which is nice. What's here? Things are jumping, and I don't like it. We've got some... Oh, hello. Oop, don't get hit by that. Alright. We're coming up on the fungal caverns. We talked about them earlier. We're a little better equipped to deal with them, but still not in a good way. Like, we're not really ready for fungal caverns. We are ready for picking this up, though. That's nice. Is this worm blood? That's just moss. There's a potion over there. So we will check that real quick. We got something sneaking up behind us. We do. A Buzzy Boy over here. Trying to be extra buzzy. Just taking those. We don't necessarily need the gold right now. But we do want to see what's on the other side of this. That is fire. And as you would expect, it creates fire. Which, you know, we've established I like fire. Just not when it's on me. Let that resolve, and then we'll go to the left, because I saw something else over there I'm interested in checking out. I'm telling you what, putting the speed up on here was such a good thing. Because that has helped. That has helped with our damage. Let's check this one. Assuming we're not going to get insta-gibbed when we come down here. It is one. We have another mana up. Remember what I said about another mana up earlier. But on top of that, this one is the best one we found so far. So we're probably going to be doing some wand crafting in a second here. Let me leave this here for the moment. We're going to move this off. And we're going to take this wand. So our primary wand is going to change here. We're going to back off and try to find a relatively safe spot, although we do have some enemies to deal with. Starting with this Buzzy Boy here. Just always make him read a book. So we are gathering quite a good sum of money. Having 3,100 gold this early is really good. Like, we haven't even gone through the majority of the zone yet. It's working out. Look out, boy. Okay, so we should be able to get all the way up here, I would imagine. Yeah, we can. So we can stand up here. This is kind of a relatively safe spot. And we can start editing. And the main thing that I wanted to do here was make this an infinite cast wand. So now I can come down here and this will literally cast forever. It does have a little jank to it every once in a while. I think if the order of this is just right, it will screw it up. We could probably fix that by putting a double cast on it somewhere. It'll still be a little jank, but not very. Or maybe even a triple cast. Might work better here. Yeah, still a little bit of jank, but not much. And that's just because it's a shuffle one. Now, Glowing Lances, these are kind of bad, because they will pierce you if you're not careful, so I'm going to take those off. We're going to hold on to this just in case. We're going to keep this on here. Now, what I could do with this is... we might even be able to make this work. Oh no, we have to do it like this because this is the one that has the social distancing. So, unless we get a standalone ping pong path, this has to be here. That's just the way it is. And that's fine. So on here we can do something else. And that's where I think this wand is going to become our new freeze wand. And I wish I had kept the other spark bolt because I could put some more projectiles on this as well. But we'll leave this as is right now. You can see it's a pretty good, pretty decent... Oh, shoot! I spawned a worm. I did not mean to do that. I would like to find him and kill him. I have the means to do so. Social distancing wand is very powerful. Well, we're going to avoid the rest of this. We're actually going to spend a bit more time in this zone than we have most of the other zones. Maybe with the exception of the coal pits, because we do have quite a good wand right now that is going to do some great things for us. Wait for that to die down before we go over it. And we have ways to kill things and give us blood money. I feel like this is a really good start. Oh, we do want to keep this. We still want a way to dig through quickly. And yeah, we just deleted that guy. That's pretty good. Clean off that oil, because that could get us in trouble. That guy's spawned in a bad spot, so we won't deal with him. But we do have a wand over here. It is a large wand. Typically, wands will kind of reflect what they can do for us. And this wand can do miracles for us. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is amazing. We have some digging blasts on here. They increase the cast delay slightly, but will decrease the recharge time. Which can be useful. We might even be able to use it in place of that to reduce the mana on it. It doesn't quite work. No, so we can't do it like that. But also useful for digging. Like, this has a digging application. This could straight up be a digging wand for us. And it's really good at clearing out areas when you have a whole bunch of them on at once. So I think we're going to hold on to that. I'm going to take the double cast off of it. Again, I would really like to have something like... I could do something like this. Like that. Which would make this one a little more potent, but it would also make the game hard to play. Because this game has... You can really put the physics engine under a lot of stress, and we don't want to do that. So we're not going to do that. So let's go ahead and go this way. Continue our adventures in social distancing. This guy can be a problem if you don't have a lot of damage. Fortunately, we have a lot of damage. He drops gold now. He did not drop gold in previously, so that's kind of cool. We have a health pickup here. That's great. We haven't seen a whole lot of those at all. And we have another wand over here. So far, so good. This is... we're starting to power up, and that's usually, in my experience, what happens in this zone, is that if you can survive to this zone... Ooh, that guy tried to snipe us, did you see that? If you're good enough to survive to this zone, you can usually make things happen here. You can make plays, and power up to the point where you can finish the rest of the game. Another wand over here. It's got another double cast on it, and is also pretty amazing in terms of its speed. 5 cast delay and 30 recharge time. This immediately makes me look at this one and think of things that I could possibly do with it. So I'm going to pick this up for the moment. And we're going to try to rebuild this one on this. What I'm going to do Let's put the double on here. Go back to this thing, and put this on here. Yeah, that's pretty good. A lot faster than it was before. Yeah, we have a pretty decent pond. Oh, look out. The Buzzy Boy wants to play it. I don't want to play it. I'm just going to slice him a new one. Okay, so I think that's what we do with that. Let me get this back because I want to also... second here. I'm trying to figure out how I want to deal with this. Continue to make this a storage wand, but we don't want to put anything too destructive on it. And then we add this back into the mix. Kind of do that kind of thing. And put this down here. I'm going to get rid of these because we're not going to use them. And this can be our new digging wand. I would like the castellay to come down on this, but I don't think I have a way to do that. I don't think I have any castellay reducers, unless I were to use a bubble sparks. Like something like this would reduce the castellay pretty significantly. So this will be a lot faster now. And the bubble sparks are harmless, so that's fine. Speak to our heart's content. Even better than the previous one was. So, the bubble sparks, only purpose of having them in there is to reduce the castellay. They reduce it by 0.08. And we can just sit here in social distance until the end of time. We are on the right side. The right side of the level, by the way, has an enemy in it that we will not be fighting unless we can get a significantly better one. I'm not saying we don't have a bad one, but... we would need a significantly better one to face the dragon. This guy's kind of dangerous. We'll try to tap him. There he goes. Let's grab the other guy. Got another Buzzy Boy coming in here. He cannot. Don't want to hit these things. These are nests. Oh, one of them already got hit. They're hard to actually take care of. This one, wow. That's a fast one. That's a very fast one. We could actually make a better wand, digging wand here because it's got better mana. Let me take this guy out. Grab his gold real quick. I'd like to see how the zone is normally without the issue on it. So we don't need these anymore. We may not even need more than this, right? In fact, we don't even need that because it's a 3-cast. Oops, didn't need to do that. But yeah, this is a very good one right now. Because we have the castellay all the way down to 0. We have the recharge time all the way down to under 0. So this thing will cast indefinitely. And that's kind of like where you want to be late game. You want to have wands that cast fast or are super powerful. In this case, our wands cast fast, which is very nice. Keep these on. If I took this off, it would be slower. Not much slower, but slow enough that it's noticeable. Putting this on it will pump up the speed of the wand very nicely. It also creates a very interesting stream here because you'll notice that the spread on this is usually 22.9, but this knocks it down by 5. So that's kind of a nice thing to have. Could obliterate enemies. That might get too close. We can continue on here. Got another wand over there, but let's take that guy out. And then take its gold. Good friend right here. Just take him out real quick. These things can be a problem if you're not ready for them. Ooh, CEO. Gonna back off and maybe even drop a hook on him. Take that guy out quickly. Oh, we got a lot of trouble down here. Okay, this is a problem. I think I may have lost my tablet. If the tablet landed on one of those guys, then they will actually eat the tablet, which is bad. Fortunately, that did not happen. We still have a tablet. That was a moment of, oh no, I might have lost a very important key to my build. But Unfortunately, not the case. Oops, I did not realize that I still have this one and not the other one. That's a mistake that you will make frequently. Trust me, I'm not an expert. I'm going to take this for the Hex cast, just in case that ever is useful. But the rest of the wand, not so useful. It does have 6 capacity on it, but we're not going to be able to make anything out of that better than what we have. I'll get rid of this as well. There's some poison in that, I believe. Yeah, Toxic Sludge and Poison. The poison will go away on its own. Let's go back for our wand, because we were silly and left it back here. This is our wand that we're using to freeze things, to prep them for getting it. There used to be a strategy on the dragon, by the way, and this is where the dragon is over here, where you could do what's called a freeze kick on them. You freeze them, you kick them, and it one-shots them. But we've already demonstrated that enemies do not necessarily die in one shot. So we're not going to test that. Nice try. Okay, I'm getting here, but I think I'm going to social distance this guy because he's pretty dangerous. Those spears do a ton of damage. Did we kill him or did he just fall? I think we killed him. And nope, he did not kill him. He's still there. Now he's dead. Just get rid of that. It'll all burn away and we can continue on. Hello, there's a worm. Just cut him in half. I'd love to drink some of his blood if we can find... Oh, jeez, there's lava down here everywhere. So that's something that can happen in this game. The Holy Mountains can be covered in certain liquids. In early access, water was possible, toxic sludge was possible, and lava was possible, and blood was possible. Blood, water, toxic sludge, lava. So, interesting. We're seeing some really nice stats on these wands here in the jungle. So this is kind of like a big turnaround from the first 4 floors, where the wands that we were finding were pretty garbage, but we were staying alive due to the types of spells that we were finding. And now we're in a place where we have turned a 0.10, 0.67 6 capacity wand into an infinite cast social distancing wand. We found this 0.5, 0.12 here, which has served us very well for digging. Like, that's an infinite cast digging wand. We have this wand in case we want to freeze things that casts pretty fast. Kind of like that's kind of a backup wand at this point, though. Our other wands are doing an amazing job of getting us through this game. We have some things to look at here. Oof, that thing fell right in front of me. Oh, I was hoping that enemy would die to the explosion, but it did not. So no trickery for us. But we have like 5,000 gold. I am very happy with our wands at this point. These are endgame worthy wands, in my opinion. So I am going to find a holy mountain that doesn't have lava in it and continue on. Anyone? No one? Someone. Oh, again, I couldn't get the explosion. That would have been nice. Continue on. And we have now completed 5 of the zones in the game. There's 2 more that remain before the boss. And they're 2 of the most challenging zones in the game. And really, the whole point of the first 5 areas is to prepare you for the final 2 zones. I am only going to buy one thing here, and that's going to be the Spark Bolt with Trigger. This is the start of a potentially powerful wand, but we need a big wand that is non-shuffle. I'm also going to... we have Boomerang spells. Spells will come back to you. We have Stronger Hearts, which give you plus 50 HP instead of plus 25 to your max HP. But this is the bee's knees right here. Many people widely consider this to be the best spell of the game, even over Tinker with Wands everywhere. And this gives you immunity to all of the explosions. Some of the things that can kill you in the vault are very much explosion-based, so it's a good idea to pick up that immunity before moving on. We do not have one that we can play with a Spark Bolt trigger yet, but my hope is that in Zone 6 we will be able to do that. So we're going to carry that with us and see if we can make that happen. Also, now that we have Explosion Immunity, this Explosive Projectile could be useful to look at some point. That could also help us with Drick Blood Money, but you see, one of the big things that it does for us is it adds the cast delay of 0.67. Also slows down the projectile and gives it a bit of an explosion. So the explosion is what we're interested in. The rest of that stuff we could care less about. The mana drain on it's pretty big too, but we do have these 2 increased manas. But it's going to be hard to beat this wand. This wand is just really good. You can kind of see the shuffle happening there. You can see how the shuffle affects the wand. When it stutters, you can see it only casts like a few of them at a time. And it just depends on how the wand selects it. This here is consistent. It's just casting those all the time. So you can see how that wand works. And then this wand just works in the order you would expect. This last wand we don't use. We don't want to use it. I would like to do something with this Critical Plus at some point, but we just don't have anything to use it with. So we're going to leave that off of it. So we're done with 5 floors. We've only got 2 floors to go before the boss, and I would like to explore more on this run, so stay with us and we will continue with more of our first Noita 1.0 run. Stay tuned. Till next time, see you bye.